Hi guys, day 4. Today unfortunately I had many visits, not very much time to sketch. Yesterday I did have a little bit more of time, so I've been painting my cat. However, today I don't have very much time, so I'm pretty much going to just play around, maybe draw a face. It's gonna be in pencil and pen and just more or less whatever I have time. Today I'm using color dark flesh, and normally I just grab the first pencil I get, because you know how they always say, oh, color erase pencils and blah blah blah. Well, I'm one of those people who just uses whatever comes to hand first, and I just had this jar of colored pencils, the one that was closest to me, so I'm just using that one. Today I'm just gonna be drawing a face of a girl. Maybe I'll make her red here. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have for actually coloring faces, and how much color I'm gonna put, because I kind of have to go to sleep early and it's 11 right now, so not much time. However, like I said, I'm trying to force myself to just upload things every day, even if they turn out crappy. I'm using this sketchbook as a mixed theme of whatever. And today I'm not gonna force myself to try something new because I don't have very much time. I'm going to make it quite simple, just a normal sketch. So normally what I like to do for the face is I like to use the middle of the head for the bottom part of the eyes, and then a third of the head for the top of the eyebrows, and then I just cut this one in half, draw 2 circles just like you would do a skull, and I just start drawing the eyes from there. I know it might seem weird, but it's just my style, and then my drawings always turn out to look very much like each other, but well, for now this is pretty much what I like to do, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. And then this is where the eyebrows would go. Sometimes I make them thinner, sometimes I make them thicker, depending on how I feel. I just scribble around. I'm later on going to add some pen line before I start coloring. This one right now looks kind of sad, as if there's something wrong with her. Well, I'm kind of out of practice, so of course it's gonna look like hell, but for now it is what it is. I'm going to add, it may be a scarf. Okay, mouth. I like to start with the top lip just to create the bottom part, and then the bottom lip just to create the bottom part, and then depending on how thick I want the lips to be, I will put them together. But for now it's looking pretty cute, just simple. I feel like simple is better. She kind of looks like a little gypsy. She looks really, really cute. Well, now I'm gonna start up with lines, just to connect the eyes. That's like the most important feature for me, even more than the lips, just because I feel like that's the first thing people look at when they look at a painting. They just look at the eyes. or the expression in general. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, hope you guys understand me. I feel like the chin is a bit too thick, but we'll have to go with it. Then here, okay, for now I'm quite happy with what it looks like, so I'm just gonna continue drawing like this. Today's sketch is just a simple one, like I said. I don't really have much strength left for anything, and tomorrow I have to wake up early. Got some chores to do before I start working, so that's gonna take me a while too. I think I'm just probably going to draw a red scarf, red lips, and I'll leave it as it is, because I feel like it's a good sketch. Maybe I'll put some flowers or some butterflies in the background. I don't know, what do you guys think? Oh, for now we're gonna concentrate on this. Like I told you, if you hear some scratching noises, it's just my baby cat. She's just playing with look. She's just playing with the string that comes in the sketchbook. So yeah. I don't know why I feel like her eyes are kind of sad, and by doing this I'm not helping it either. I'm actually not feeling sad at all today. I've had some saddening moments in the past month, but today I'm actually feeling normal, and the saddest thing right now is that I'm just on a diet. Not because I feel like being skinny, but because it's been sent to me by my doctor. Turns out I have hyper blood pressure, so it's affecting my entire system. No more Coca-Colas for me, which has been tough, but I'm getting the hang of it now. Turns out that I can't eat with salt. Well, it's kind of sad, but what can we do? Okay, what about the hair? What color do we put to the hair? You know what, let's go first for the scarf with a very strong red, because I feel like she needs a red scarf. I don't know why. I know that in some parts of the world, depending on the culture, wearing something red on your head might mean one thing. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, or I'm not trying to insult anybody by adding red to a head. I just find it's a beautiful color. That's pretty much it. And I do consider red as one of the most beautiful colors there are. It is not my favorite. Believe it or not, my favorite color is actually ochre yellow. I mean, it's been a while for me to get to that conclusion, because I always thought I was more of a green or of a pink person. I do like wearing lots of green and pink, so I thought that might be my favorite color, but whenever I draw, whenever I paint, I tend to go for that ochre yellow, and I quite like it. Now, is that my favorite color? I don't know, but it's the one I like to use most, so in this case I'm just forcing myself to use colors that I don't usually use, and I felt like red is a strong enough and bold enough color just to use it, and It is probably one of those colors you don't find much in my other sketchbooks. So going for it. And I feel like it's beautiful too, so I don't know why I should be afraid of using it. Today there's not gonna be much blending. Yeah, I'm just feeling lazy, you guys. Today I'm just feeling lazy, so I'm still forcing myself to do it, and I'm still going to upload it no matter what, no matter if it turns out good or not. Let me just show you my baby girl. She's really cute right now. Look at that. She's just decided it's time to do some cleaning. Pepinita. She's so cute. And she's still going to clean herself. I guess it's cleaning time. Anyway, back to sketching. Okay, so I'm probably going to not draw much else. I'm just going to color the cheeks in a little bit, maybe a little bit under the eyes just to make them bigger. Also sadder. Does she look like sad? Yeah, she does look like sad on camera too. So it's not just my impression. I'm going to draw those lips. I'm going to use the same pink I've used before. By the way, the ones I'm using are the Polychromis colored pencils. I never pay attention to what brand they are. Whenever I go to my local art store, I just grab a few colored pencils whenever I see them on display, and I get them. And then many times it turns out that I get home and I've just chosen the same colors I always do. So now I have 2 or 3 of the same color all the time. And I don't know if that's helping me, but anyway, it's making me use them more because I have them. She looks kind of weird, I don't know why. But for now, we're not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna keep on going until I'm happy or not. Just trying to do some sketching now. So, Sunday today. How have you guys been? I mean, what do you normally do? Because for me, Saturday it's like cleaning day. I just wake up in the morning and just start cleaning like crazy the entire house. I do have cleaning chores every day, but Saturday is like general one where you just pay a bit more attention to details. And then Sunday is just visiting parents' day, visiting friends, spending time with family, spending time with other people, going outside, and just trying to mentally prepare myself for the entire week. Because normally Mondays are not as draining for me as Tuesdays. I don't know why people in general they hate Mondays, but I feel like I've got lots of energy on Mondays, and then Tuesday and Wednesday just drain them out of me. So by Wednesday that's the day I least want to do things or go outside or do anything. Don't really know what I'm doing, but for now it's not looking bad. It's looking kind of deformed. Eyes are too big, forehead is too big also, but it's not looking bad. I mean, it's not the worst drawing I've done this month, during this month, so I'm kind of okay with it not being totally okay. Yeah, I feel like I've made the face too small, and then the mouth is too big, at least for my style of drawing, and the eyes are too big too. But we're gonna roll with it. I'll just have to go back to practicing, like I told you guys, to just not worry too much about what they look like and just enjoy. I don't know if I'm just doubting myself and that gets in the way of me drawing more, and then I'm just lazy. Let's face it, I'm just feeling lazy these days. This is one of the reasons why I've wanted to go back to drawing, because I felt like I've walked away from it, and yeah, I'm forcing myself to upload whatever I have, even if I don't like it. I think it's better than nothing. Yeah, my cat is lifting the sketchbook. And it's not like I'm gonna lose anything by doing it. Well, I mean, you're losing a little bit of time, but by sketching, it's not a badly wasted time. I feel like I'm doing something. Even if it doesn't seem like much in the beginning, it will eventually pay me back for doing this. And I'm not talking monetarily, because I've decided not to monetize any of my videos. I just feel like this is for me as a personal growth, and just to enjoy drawing again like I used to do maybe 2 or 3 years back. Because now sometimes this just feels like a chore. I know normally you're not supposed to press on these pencils as hard as I am right now. You're supposed to treat them gently and build color by adding layers little by little. I don't want to do it. I feel like pressing the pencils as hard as I want. Well, not as hard as I want, because then that wouldn't be cool. I wouldn't feel good about it. Okay, I feel like the eyes are too sad. I don't really know what to do right now with it. I'm not gonna do anything. I'll just let it be like that. And let's add in some yellow. I'm going to use, this one just says yellow. It's by Caran d'Ache. I think this one is rebuttable, like watercolor, water soluble, just like a watercolor, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's not this one, maybe it's a different one. However, I'm just gonna use it to add in a different color, and I think I'm gonna be finished for today. This one has been easy, just a normal spread. It's not the entire spread, so what do I do now for the background? Should I do something? Should just draw lines? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do for the background. Maybe I'll just draw some flowers. And that's it. And this one looks interesting enough. I'm going to try to make it here. It's like a heart, and then it has like 3 leaves here, a main one and 2 small ones. And we'll just do it. It's like a pansy, but not a pansy, similar to one. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw them everywhere. So there's gonna be one, another one here, maybe another one here. Okay, for example, this one, we're gonna try to make this so it's like 3 little stems or pistil, I don't know how you call them in English, and then just a leaf like this, just like an eggplant, pretty much. Yeah, that looks good enough for me. Okay, I'm gonna draw this one here. What is this? Wild violets. Wild violets. Yeah, so they're just 2 leaves like this, and then 3 coming down. This is a cute flower. I'm trying to see one from a different perspective. Ay, Sirita, pique. Toma. Yeah, my cat is just attacking the sketchbook. I feel like there's this button upwards, and then there's 2 leaves here, and then 3 coming this way. And then am I going to draw them purple? Yeah, I'll probably add in some color. Maybe I'll just use some tape and add some liquid watercolor, like one of those, the very cheap ones. Because I think I have a purple somewhere. And I'll just add that purple to all of them without caring too much. Okay, I'm gonna do this one from a perspective point of view, from like a side. I don't know if I'm being true to what they're supposed to look like, but that's what I'm drawing. They look kind of like butterflies, you know, like those flowers, what are they called? Sweet peas. Yeah, those, every time I see them, they look to me like beautiful butterflies. Okay, a leaf here, a center one, and then just 2 thinner ones. It also looks a little bit like an orchid, but with different shapes. Oh yeah, I'm a bit lost of words right now. This one, you can see the leaf coming out, and then these 3 coming this way, which is really cool. Yeah, I think for now I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna look for that liquid watercolor and just add that liquid watercolor to the sketchbook. Okay, I did not find that purple, but I do have magenta, I have this blue, and I have like a very old palette. This was like my first palette ever. Oh my god, I can't believe I still have it. And I do have either pink, blue, and what seems to be purple and indigo here. So I'm just going to probably add some pink here and use this, or I'm gonna add some blue here and use this one to make a purple. Not sure yet. I also have a little bit of like the shiny pearlescent. Okay, so I think this one was this one is the Daniel Smith, one of those iridescent colors. Yeah, this would be cool to use also, maybe for another day. Anyway, I'm going to add some water to this. Here a little bit, here, maybe this one too. Okay, at this point, this palette, as you can see, there's many colors. Okay, at this point, as you can see, this palette has many types of colors in it, so I tend to use it just as a scrap palette, just for something fast, to try out something. I also let kids in the classroom sometimes use it. I tend to take this one and some of those liquid watercolors because they like to do lettering and stuff like that, so I let them use it too. First I'm going to First I'm going to tape the sketchbook a little bit here. I know I'm going over the drawing. Don't care much about that. It's okay if I'm leaving some part of the sketchbook with nothing on it. I just don't want the paper to warp too much. And how do we feel about green? About adding green or maybe blue as the background. Maybe I'm gonna use blue as the background, and I'm gonna use pink for the flowers and forget about it. Yeah, let's just go with it. So whenever I use liquid watercolor, I just tend to add it straight to wherever I want to place it, and then I'll extend it with brush. Okay, I have that one. Oops, I have that one done. Now I'm gonna go on with the pink. If it wants to, oh, you can see I haven't used this color in a while because it was hard to open. So I'm just adding a dot on every flower. Oopsie. Okay, that's a mistake. I don't mind. In the end, sketchbooks are for that, for mistakes. I'm just gonna wet my brush a little bit. Start with this one. Just add in colors. Wow, this is a strong color. Maybe I set myself for failure by doing this. Still, I don't mind. I'll just let it do its thing. Just because I feel like sketchbooks are for that, for mistakes. And lately I take my sketchbooks way too seriously. How do we feel about that? I'm gonna remove some color from here just to dilute them a little bit. Remove some from here. And now, as soon as it dries, I'm just gonna go over with a pen. But this is not totally bad. It's kind of a newbie thing to do, but I don't mind at this moment. I don't really mind doing newbie things, because I feel like I need to get back to basics and stop taking myself so seriously and just have fun. What do we think? Do we like it? Okay, so for now I'm just gonna let this part dry, and I'm going to use some of this green just to put it on the background, or maybe I'll use Viridian green. What should I do? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with this one. I'll just add some water to it, maybe add some red later on to it, just to create a little bit of contrast, but let's just go with it. I think this one was Van Gogh olive green or sap green, I'm not sure if it's that one. The thing is, it's been so long, and I used to have this little paper where I would write what colors I'll wear, but then I gave up on keeping track of that because I end up mixing colors anyway, and I end up most of the time just using colors by mixing 3 primary colors instead of using, you know, the ones that already come in a pack, like the conventional colors, because it turns out that I end up not wanting exactly that color, but different values and different shades of that color, not exactly that one. So I always used to end up mixing them with either yellow or blue and diluting them a lot. Yep. Well, for now I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'll wait maybe 5 minutes or so, and I'll go over the sketchbook with some pen. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Should I paint the dress too? Or not? Should I add some red to the scarf? I'll probably do that too, let's see. Now, putting watercolor over colored pencil, not a good idea, and does not tend to stick. However, it does stick wherever there hasn't been wax or oil added yet. So as you can see, it does have a little bit, it's also bleeding a lot. Rookie mistake by placing 2 colors next to each other when playing with water, but I'm not totally angry at it either. Kind of like it. So I'm just gonna let water do its thing. Yeah, by now I'm just adding colors everywhere. Yep. I think for now I'll stop. I know I'm always saying I'll stop, and then I end up doing something else. Anyway, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm just gonna use this to have some place where I can just support my hand. And now I'm using a darker purple. This one is blue violet, just to add some value to some of these flowers. Now the paper is not totally dry, and the color pencil does not want to stick much. However, I'm on a time crunch here, so I'm gonna do the best I can just to add in some value. I'll probably go over with black pencil over this one, but for now, just doing this to some of them, just to add a bit more value, to add a bit of darkness to them, just to make it more interesting. Anyway, now that I've done that, I'm just going to add in some scribbling lines here and there, make them more interesting, make some of them stand out a bit more, and some of them not so much. But yeah, I like this flower. I'm gonna have to study it a little bit and try to draw it a bit better, like find some pictures. Right now I just have the ones that I had in a book, in this book about forests, and one that I found on Pinterest. Unfortunately, they're all like front face drawing. I guess that's like the most interesting side of these flowers. This one I pretty much invented it. Looks kind of like an eggplant, but it's fine. Because they're kind of cute. I don't know, I've never seen them in a bouquet. I'm gonna have to look for one just so I can see like different positions of this same flower, because it's kind of flimsy and really, really cute. Yeah, I guess the sketch is pretty much done. Let's just remove the tape, and this is gonna be it. Yeah, today's sketch has not been as long as yesterday's. However, a sketch doesn't have to be long. You don't have to spend much time on a sketch, at least in my from my point of view. I would rather spend less time in a sketch and more time on trying different colors and just see where I can get, than spending too much time getting too distracted by it, because, well, it is a distraction, at least from my point of view. But yeah, this has pretty much been it. I hope you guys like it. Just a cute little one. She's kind of sad, and then just because I'm sitting next to the sketchbook and I'm on this side of the sketchbook, I don't see it from this perspective, and I realized that I made this eye way bigger than this one. Way bigger. But it is what it is. I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you tomorrow.